Hi, I'm Daniel Lee. In this video analysis, we will be taking a deep dive into an etude selected from Heinrich Wilhelm Ernst's 6 Etudes for Solo Violin. More specifically, the 6th Etude, The Last Rose of Summer, or
Die letzte Rose,
as well as the man behind the pieces and the significance of this etude during his time period. Heinrich Wilhelm Ernst was born on June 8, 1812, right before the Romantic period and later growing up right into it. This is an important note because during the Romantic period, public concerts became a staple in the era. Unlike operas, these performances were more along the lines of a variety show featuring different performances from all kinds of musical styles. And the way that performers could gauge the enjoyment of their shows were from audience reactions, which, at the time of the early 19th century, involved outwardly cheering on or booing the performers to express their appreciation. Among one of the most appreciated and popular mediums to rise from the public concert was the virtuoso act, where a single performer would come on stage and wow the audience with displays of advanced and impressive musicianship. One significant artist who emerged from this medium would be the violinist Niccolò Paganini. A musician so impressive at the time, some rumored he sold his soul to the devil to obtain such skill, and also someone that Ernst would be infatuated with from a young age. Now in hindsight, there are many elements of Ernst's compositions that borrow heavily from the technique of Paganini, such as his iconic ricochet bowing, left-handed pizzicatos, and the use of double stops. There are many elements that go into classifying a Romantic period piece, but a defining element in virtuoso pieces is expanding instrumentation. This can be seen clearest in one of his final works before his passing, The Last Rose of Summer, an etude that was so difficult that there were no public performances for the first few years it was published. However, this has changed now in the present. This etude showcased Ernst's study of the left-handed pizzicato at its greatest, something that had become a signature to his solo violin pieces, playing them in conjunction with chords and bowed passages. Other notable challenges include its heavy use of arpeggios, octave jumps, and ricochet bowing with left-handed pizzicatos. Despite its heady and almost impossible nature, when played in full, The Last Rose of Summer still sounds full of life and varies in texture. All the techniques and notes are always in context of one another and aims to tell a story instead of showcasing its raw musicality. Although Paganini was a pioneer in many of the modern advanced violin techniques that Ernst would later go on to use, Ernst was the master in knowing how to use them properly. The Last Rose of Summer captures a very specific moment in history of classical romantic music. It was the beginning of a medium that no longer needed full orchestras or ensembles to convey emotion, but just a single performer. It started a new infatuation with technical prowess and showmanship rather than elegance, which has survived even up to the present day. It gave way to music becoming a means of expression, not just as an artistic statement, but a representation of the individual. This is why